Good morning, Texans fans. Welcome to Porch Talk Sports. I'm your host, as usual, JP, and good morning to you folks. Nice to see y'all this morning with their smiling faces out there. All right. Well, y'all, welcome to Texans pregame. Today, we're facing the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. And, y'all, we have some news to bring along today. Officially ruled out Odell Beckham, and also officially ruled out they are not starting Jedrick Wills, and there is another offensive lineman out for the Cleveland Browns today. So that is going to definitely affect their offense. Odell didn't play last week either, y'all. He's still coming back from the injury last year from the torn ACL, but their offensive line possibly starting two rookie, one of them undrafted free agents, man. This is not good for the Cleveland Browns and our defensive line, because our defensive line is super opportunistic and we definitely put pressure on quarterbacks. Don't be wrong, we didn't get the sack total we won last week versus Jacksonville, but I'm telling you right now, guys, with those two guys out and no Odell, let's see what we can do against not only that Cleveland Browns passing game, but the running game. That is a major concern still for the Houston Texans. They did give up a fair amount of yards, only on a few carries. I believe it was 16 carries, 75 yards given up against the Jacksonville Jaguars last week. But with those two offensive linemen out, that is probably definitely going to affect the running game. And it's let's see this. I don't know about these two rookies that are going to be starting today for them, but I'm going to tell you right now, when you are missing a lot of your starters on the offensive line, it really messes with the continuity of the guys on the offensive line. So one is going to be the left tackle. I believe the other one is going to be the right guard that's going to be out today. And left tackle, dude, if y'all don't know, that is like the numero uno position you need to protect your quarterback. And honestly, probably the second most important position on your offensive line outside of your center. So it's a dilemma for me right now. Which one? Is this really going to affect the game to the point that it's going to stall their offense and the Texans can be opportunistic on defense? I think so. I think Lovie Smith is something that is has some blitz packages ready for these guys, and it's going to be interesting how he uses that and intertwines it into the game and into the game plan. It's just the Texans really have to make sure that they slow down Nick Chubb and force Baker Mayfield into passing the ball. And when the Browns become pass first, that's when the mistakes start happening for them, and that's when we could be really opportunistic on defense. And that's the thing that really excites me about today's game, and a possible Texans victory if we can, first off, stall Nick Chubb in the running game. Hopefully minimize them to probably the same running amount that we had last week. We can definitely stall their offense. If we can force Baker Mayfield into the throws, especially out of the pocket, man, we are going to have a field day with these guys. We are going to definitely have some turnovers for us today. It's hopefully the word of the day is consistency. If we can get to the same consistent offensive play and quarterback play we got last week, dude, we can definitely win this game. And that's all it depends on. It's just really intriguing what we can do today. And just I hope the Texans coaching staff is watching everything and keeping in mind who's out where and all that, and game plans for it. And just my hope is David Culley and Lovie Smith are intertwining to make sure they have a game plan that is specific, especially to go against that Cleveland Browns front, because that defensive line is very, 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 very good. And what my fear is it could be a revenge game. And don't get me wrong, Tyrod Taylor used to play for the Browns, but we have somebody over there that used to play for us. And y'all know who it is. It's Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney is opposite of Myles Garrett, and that is a scary pass rush in my opinion. Yeah, granted, he hasn't done a lot in the last few seasons, Jadeveon Clowney, but in that situation, he can definitely be reunited again, especially in a game like this where he wants to go against an organization that, honestly, when you think about it, the last time he was really any like type of a lead in the NFL was when he was with us. And he may have this feeling of, I need to get vengeance on these guys for ruining my career. So that's something to keep in mind, man. It's just, it's not, it's a scary matchup for the offense, but I'm intrigued by the matchup on defense because I think there's some things we can take advantage of against the Cleveland Browns offense. Now, if we can get this consistent, good offensive line play that we got last week, dude, who knows? Apparently, this week, what excites me is that we're getting Charlie Heck back. I'm not sure if he is starting, but I know we did a solid job last week with Marcus Cannon and Christian out there at the right tackle, and they rotated in and out throughout the game. I noticed that too as well, Christian and Cannon. But Charlie Heck coming back. Let's see if he's put in the lineup, and if that helps, dude, that's gonna be big time, especially against a Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is definitely a guy that we need to make sure we have our best offensive lineman out there for, and we need to also make sure we help him out through chips and all that things. Not like chips like to eat, but like, blocking, chipping off the offensive line, and just making sure that we slow down his pass rush, man, and just give Tyrod as much time as possible. If we can do that, dude, sky's the limit. And also, man, the possibility of Anthony Miller coming back today, that also would be big time too. He just added another dynamic, really a dynamic person to this offense, and just it would be really good to have somebody that the Browns will have film on in our offense that can take them by surprise. So if we can do that, y'all, like that, the keys to victory, man. One, stopping the run of Nick Chubb, one, putting pressure on Baker Mayfield, and one, having consistent offensive play that we had last week versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, y'all. So, guys, until game time, that is going to be it. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in the show. If y'all don't mind, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and thank y'all so much for tuning in. God bless, and I'll see y'all after the game, man. All right, peace.